Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. Man, do we have something fun to talk about here this morning. A big celebration is going to be happening in Ankeny, and joining us right now is Maggie Forts. She's the events director for a huge event that's going on there called Prairie Trail XV. Alongside of her is our friend Tony Mills from Carl Chevrolet, the presenting sponsor of Prairie Trail XV. Welcome to the show. Now, Maggie, what is XV?
Well, you know, it's a great celebration of all things Prairie Trail and the district. You know, food vendors, live music, kids' activities, all the fun stuff.
There you go. Prairie Trail, the district. Prairie Trail. Are you telling me it's 15 years old?
15. Hard to believe, right?
Tony, does it surprise you that those years have gone by that quick?
Yeah, I mean, it's just flown by. You know, it's grown over the last number of years, just right in the heart of Ankeny, and it's hard to believe that, you know, 15 years ago, it was just all dirt.
Wow. And what was the reasoning behind creating the district at Prairie Trail?
Yeah, so I mean, you know, Dennis Allball always had his eye on that piece of ground for many, many years, and just had this opportunity to come in and really put a great planned unit development right in the heart of the community. I mean, there's everything from, we've got schools in that development, single family, multifamily, commercial business, you know, civic, so the police station, the library, and then right in the heart of it all is the district. So.
Yeah, and they have a great area right in the center of the district, and I take it that's the focal point.
Absolutely.
Of the big party. Now, when is the big party happening? When can we go?
Yeah, so we kick off at 4 o'clock on Saturday in the Town Square Park. You know, live music starts right at 4 o'clock, so you want to make sure you check that out.
And now, what kind of live music are we talking about? Because I understand we have a great headliner band, but we have some other bands that are leading up to that. What do we have?
We do. Taylor King will kick us off at 4 o'clock. Then we'll have Kick.
Okay.
Opening for the Pork Tornadoes.
Okay, Pork Tornadoes, that's going to draw a huge crowd. You realize that, right?
Maybe one or two people.
Yeah, maybe their family will show up as well. But we want to make sure that people know that music is great. You know, the food's going to be awesome because there's so many great food vendors there. But Tony, there's other activities that are going on too.
Yeah, so there's contests. They started 4 o'clock as well, 4:30 registration over on the Keen Project
let's
Solutions
take a look
stage.
at some of the contests here. The district relay, you going to run that, Tony, or not?
Yeah, so no, I'll help MC it.
Okay.
But yeah, the district relay, cookie decorating, and there's an eating contest, and then we have Celebrity Jeopardy to kind of end the day right before the Tornadoes kick things off on the Iowa Clinic stage.
All right, so you're going to be Alex Trebek?
I guess. I drew the short straw, so I've got to pull a loot out of my hat and MC for the afternoon. But.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's talk about, you know, with that area, let's talk about parking because you're going to have thousands of people, and seriously you are, that are going to be out there. What about parking? Do people have to worry about that?
We've got plenty of space over at DMAC.
Okay.
So make sure you grab a spot at DMAC and take our shuttle over. Quick and easy access. They'll drop you right near the gate and you can come right in.
Right, and so what I also need to see about the district area, Tony, is some of the other organizations and some of the other businesses like the Iowa Clinic who have stepped up to help you out with that, and that's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got, you know, some great sponsors. Iowa Clinic's our main stage. Keen Project Solutions on the contest stage. Prairie Meadows, they're sponsoring the kid activities and the screen. So if you're a little bit farther back from the stage, you're going to get a great view of the band up close and personal on that stage or on that screen, sponsored by Prairie Meadows. So. And there's many others. We'll talk about them throughout the day, but you know they're really a huge help in putting this event on.
Let's talk about the presenting sponsor who's on your shirt right there. Because is there anything in Ankeny that Carl is not involved with? Because this is a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a great partnership. You know, obviously there's a great relationship with Dennis and Carl.
Right.
And you know we sponsor a lot of the events throughout the season down there. It's right in the heart of the community. And you know we just. Summerfest last weekend, XV this weekend. We've got Ragbri coming through here in a couple weeks that we're a part of. So just an opportunity for us to really give back in our community and sponsor those great local events. And this is going to be one of the best. So.
All right, so Maggie, people want to get information about everything going on. Where's the best place to go?
Yeah, they can check out our website, thedistrictpt.com. Facebook's also a great resource for you there.
There you go. There you have the District PT for Prairie Trail. We'll get you all the information. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Have fun this weekend.
Thanks for having us.
Great. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. We'll see you tomorrow.